don't I take a stab at it? So here it was I think I really got active on it in September of last year. And so had what, maybe when I got to 50, I thought that was a lot of followers. But I sit here now, and then as of today, we're at 6,027 followers. And I'm going, and I'm the only one doing the content creation. Only one. And it's like, wow, I'm having fun with this. I do have a fellow that started the page. He actually keeps track of, he's actually my back office. You know how Facebook is. You get some spam up there and you got to try to keep up with it and clear it out. And I do, but he does too. So we sort of like double team, but I'm the content creator. And I said, I'm having fun with this. This is kind of fun. So that's where I'm at. From I was crowing about the fact in December at one of our meetings, like, yeah, we're almost to 1,000 followers. And that was last December. And then we just hit 6,000 probably a week ago.
Hi, everyone. I am so pleased to have my friend Bart Graham Sr., whom I met through another group, a mastermind of sorts group called Smart Social Mastery, that is hosted by my dear friend, Tammy Heiza, whom, if you've been a fan of The Pebble for a while, you have seen an interview in season 1. And if you haven't, then you need to go look. No, just kidding, but I would love for you to. But Bart is a dear, sweet man whom I adore. And today we are going to talk about his pebbles. So welcome, Bart.
Thanks for having me there, Tracy. I appreciate it. I don't, not used to stuff like this.
Well, I am happy to have you. And I think you should be used to things like this because you are a special dude. Anyways, I have been talking up the Pebble in the group, and I've had several of the members come be guests, and I was happy that Bart finally accepted the invite. So Bart has grown a group from nothing. And so that's what I invited him to come talk about. So Bart, tell us a little bit about your group, and then we can talk about how that's your Pebble.
Yeah, I went to an aviation school, so I've got aviation airplanes in my blood and race cars and things like that. And I decided a few years ago I wanted to get back into, I got a degree in aeronautics. I decided a few years ago I wanted to get back a little bit more in aeronautics or into aviation. So I've been joining various organizations. It's all nonprofit stuff. It's all volunteer stuff. I joined a group called Dream Flights, who gives rides in a World War II Stearman airplane to veterans of the Vietnam, Korean, and World War II vets for free. So I got involved in that, and through them, I uh, stumbled across, and I'd heard about them, the Commemorative Air Force, and was invited to a wing meeting in Texas when we were down there for Dream Flight's ground school. And I just, I kind of fell in love with that. So lo and behold, I joined the Commemorative Air Force. And then I wanted to get anything I join, I'm either 100% all in or I'm 0% all out. I'm not a 50%er. I'm either, I go or I'm either in with both feet or I'm out. So I decided with the CAF, I've decided to see what they got, because I got some PR, sales, and marketing in my background. I said, let's see what CAF has, because they're always asking for volunteers on a national basis. Help us volunteers. So I reached out to their marketing lady in Dallas, marketing and PR. She says, well, gee, that's funny because you guys are just starting a wing in the Tampa Bay area, which is where I'm located. I said, cool. Well, so I joined the wing. We became chartered in 2023, first part of last year. Been building the wing. We just got, and then we started a Facebook page in September of last year. And just it's funny because probably a year, probably a year ago, I was not on Facebook at all.
This is so true. This is so true. We had to beg him to join our Facebook group
Well,
in our group.
well, after my daughter had shamed me into joining Facebook to keep track of the grandkids, but so I joined joined Facebook, kicking and screaming, so to speak. But our wing, all the units in the CAF, we either have a website, which I'm not involved in, or we have a social media outlet. And for most of the units, it's a Facebook page. Uh, and I said, oh, okay, well, all right. So our unit, I think in July of last year, actually July, I think we started the Facebook page. Really didn't do anything because I wasn't really involved in it much. And I said, hey, we got this Facebook page. Who's going to put content on it? And you know how it is when volunteers, it's like, yeah, we need this. But then when you ask somebody to do it, it's, yeah, okay, no, we're busy. I can't do that. Or I said, okay. I said, I've got some PR in my background. Why don't I take a stab at it? So here it was, and I think I really got active on it in September of last year. And so had what, maybe when I got to 50, I thought that was a lot of followers. But I sit here now, and then as of today, we're at 6,027 followers. And I'm going, and I'm the only one doing the content creation. Only one. And it's like, wow, I'm having fun with this. I do have a fellow that started the page. He actually keeps track of, he's actually my back office. You know how Facebook is. You get some spam up there and you got to try to keep up with it and clear it out. And I do, but he does too. So we sort of like double team, but I'm the content creator. And I said, I'm having fun with this. This is kind of fun. So that's where I'm at. From I was crowing about the fact in December at one of our meetings, like, yeah, we're almost to 1,000 followers. And that was last December. And then we just hit 6,000 probably a week ago.
Well, you said the key. You're having fun with it. And that's exactly why I said, this is your pebble, because Bart and I were talking and he's like, oh, I don't know what my pebble is. I said, I do. I said, this is it, because your pebble is the thing that you enjoy, that makes you happier, that when you share it with others, it's something that they enjoy, that they bring out into the world. Because when we are feeling happier about something, we're better. That's totally my belief, is that when we're spreading something that makes us happier, then everybody is just a little happier. I mean, honest to goodness, nobody would be worse off if we're even just an nth happier. And the reason why your page is growing when Facebook pages are not growing is because you are having fun with it and you're enjoying it. And every bit of content that you put in it is content that you haven't sat there and like micromanaged the analytic or whatever. It comes from you love aviation, or you found it funny, or whatever, and it comes from that place, and you put it in there, and you have attracted people that are like-minded, who see it and go, they either laugh at it or they go yes or whatever. And it's back to at the heart of what social media was supposed to be before it got rigamarooed by too many cooks in the kitchen who wanted to do too much with it. And I love it because my whole idea about the Pebble is that I still believe in everyday life, but also on social media, it can be used for good. And I love it. So you are your little, not so little Facebook page, not little at all, Facebook page is your pebble. And it just makes me happy, especially because, like I said, I've known you when you were like, I'm not doing Facebook. You can find me on LinkedIn, you could send me an email, but I'm not on Facebook.
That sounds familiar. I think I did say that. Yeah, that's funny. And I'm competitive. I've got being in sales for last in sales for, I've been in sales for like over 20 years and many jobs, well, maybe 30 years actually. And I've got that competitive side to me. So I'm like, I'm keeping track of these followers, right? And I took one day, over a couple of days, I looked at all the units in the CAF and I want to see how many followers each page had. So I put that in a spreadsheet, right? And I, not that I'm competitive, and when I say that, I'm laughing because I am competitive, and I'm going like, yeah, okay. Uh, so yeah, our 6,000 is out of 90 units, we're like 24th. We've gone from like the bottom to like the top third, and it's
Love
like
it.
I'm
You
just
got a little
I'm just
fire in
tickled every
you.
time we pass somebody, and I'm getting up there to the that at 10,000 is my next goal. So
I believe in it. I believe in you. Well, and
yeah,
also I think it reflects to you. You just have a genuine um just a genuine soul and spirit to you that reflects out of you. And I think that the page being built by you reflects that too. So I think that's awesome. Do you feel like you've learned anything from the process that
absolutely. Yeah, and we're all in the like Cammie's group, and it's like, and she keeps saying, you need to post something on LinkedIn. I've gotten away from LinkedIn right now. It's kind of funny. I'm putting more of my energy in the Facebook page, but yeah, I've learned, but I want to learn more now. And we've talked about it. It's like taking a Facebook class, and it was suggested I take one that has a certification to it, a freebie class. And so, yeah, when I will probably do that. And
you're all in on Facebook now? LinkedIn is now in the like
I like learning. There's so many nuances to it. It's like, it's, I can't, it's fairly straightforward, but it's got a lot of little nuances. I don't know all the little tips and tricks. And you guys help me out with the tips and tricks, but I'm still learning that stuff. So I want to learn more. If I'm going to do it, I'm either going to do it, like I said, I'm either going 100 miles an hour or I'm going zero. I'm not going halfway and just plod along. So if I'm going to do it well.
I love that though, that you are a forever learner. I think that's probably one of the things that I connected to you with from the beginning because I'm very much the same. I am a learn until the day you die. And then honestly, my vision of heaven has like a big, beautiful library in it. Like I love learning and I think that it's important. So
Yeah.
I think that's wonderful. And probably some of the things that you post have that wonder of it as well. And that's probably attractive to people too.
Yeah, you know me, I'm a little bit quirky.
Hey, quirks unite. Hey.
So so I think that kind of, like I told you guys, I said some of my biggest likes are some of the posts that are the goofiest things known to man. Uh, but you got to mix it up. Like today, I've done history. I haven't done a cartoon in a couple of days, but I'll do a cartoon when one hits me. Uh, but I've done some history stuff. I go all across the board. So
I like that. Well, I think that's what it needs. I don't think anybody wants one thing that's all the time, right? They don't want to feel like they come to your page only for history lessons, but they also don't want just memes the whole time. They want a mix. So I think that's great. And they probably appreciate that.
Yeah,
Well,
well, I think so too. It's fun. That's all I gotta say. I don't, I guess the one thing I probably break a rule, I'm sure there's a rule about don't post more than so many posts in a day. I've never read that. I always said, I'm never gonna,
clearly
I
the
won't do
rules
it.
don't apply to you, Bart. Like,
I don't know if it does. I always said I'm not, gotta do at least one a day. Well, I'm averaging probably, all depends, 6 to 10 a day, 6 to 12.
I think the hard work is obviously making a difference because you're defying everything that I hear about pages. So you just keep doing what you're doing and tune out all of the things anyone tries to tell you about working a page.
Yeah. Well, thank
Well,
you. I appreciate that.
I think you're awesome and I appreciate you being on the Pebble for sure. And I'm thanking you on behalf of my followers and viewers. And just thank you very much. And thanks again, guys, for tuning in for another episode of The Pebble. Please be sure and do all those things we ask you to do, like and follow and all that good stuff. Bye, guys.